I didn't have an MBA, a mentor, or a master plan. Just drive, discipline, and a gratitude mindset. Here's how I climbed to the top at Nordstrom and how you can too. There's about 10 simple steps that make a big difference if you want to climb the corporate ladder. Number one, no surprise, hard work. People talk about all the time, gosh, isn't there an easier way to do this? I mean, isn't there a shortcut? Isn't there? Not that I know of. To me, it was hard work, making sure you do extra special work every single day, do more than is asked for you. Don't complain, just ask, what more can I do? But it's hard, hard work. Go the extra mile. Don't just settle for just average. Do the things that other people don't do, and you'll get noticed when that happens to you too. And the golden rule, this may be the most important thing of all. As I moved up the corporate ladder, I treated people the way I wanted them to treat me. It makes such a big difference. I never told somebody to do something. I never talked down to them. I never said, you work for me. I said, would you do me a favor? When you have a second, would you mind doing this? Treat them the way you want to be treated. That may be the biggest aspect of all because people know you're treating them with respect and you're not on some power kind of a trip too. Next, don't talk about yourself. Gosh, nobody else wants to hear about you boasting about this. It's just like how people don't listen in this day and age. You tell people we went to Hawaii, and the first thing they say, oh, I remember the last time I was in Hawaii. We went there and we went surfing and went, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the other person. So make sure you're not talking about yourself. You'll get noticed in in quick enough time. Let your hard work speak for itself. The harder you work, the more other people will notice. You don't have to raise some flag and draw attention to yourself or whatever. Just let your hard work speak for itself. People will notice, and it makes such a big difference. As an example, come in early, stay late, and come in on your days off. I came in on my days off. Oh, is it right to do that? I don't know. But it was interesting how things pile up when you notice that people are seeing you're coming in early, making an effort. There was something called the customer service board at Nordstrom. And I saw this picture one day. I said, what's that? They said, well, that's the customer service board. Well, how do you get to be on that? Well, you go to the meeting once a month. So I came to the meeting. They were on my day off. I came in anyway. Next thing you know, I'm the service board rep from my department, which happens to be men's suits. And then after that, I become the actual president of the customer service board, another way to get yourself noticed. And so it makes such a big difference. Another aspect, help other people get ahead. There's an old saying, if you want to help yourself, help other people. And I think it was Zig Ziglar that once said, if you want to be successful in life, help other people get what they want to get. So no different in the corporate world. As other people move ahead, they will see you helping them, and that'll make a big difference in how they see your leadership and so forth. Find out what successful people are doing, and do what they do. I've said many times, if you want to ride a bike, ask Lance Armstrong. Don't ask your next door neighbor. I mean, why is it when people go gambling, they get the most advice from the guy with the least amount of chips? Holy old cow. See what other people are doing and how they're being successful in the different corporations that you're working in and so forth. Makes such a big difference. Nordstrom promoted from within. So you always moved up the chain if you worked hard. Other people just pick people sometimes, but one of the ways to get promoted in so many cases is if you get noticed and people see what you're doing, you keep your mouth shut, you use the golden rule, people will notice. It'll make such a big difference. And maybe the last thing, maybe the most important thing of all, be patient. We've heard that. I think about things I've done in my life when I was moving up the corporate ladder at Nordstrom, and I was a store manager after 4 or 5 years, and it took the average person about 10 years. But nonetheless, I was patient. When I learned how to fly, I would go back week after week to relearn the lesson that I learned from the previous week and understanding that life already goes by fast enough. So don't push it any faster, but be patient. But if you do those things, you will move up the corporate ladder and you will be successful at what you do. And if there's nothing else you remember from any of this, remember the golden rule. Maybe the most important part of all. Treat people the way you like to be treated. You'll be very successful. Good luck in your climb. Take care.